Screen. Mm-hmm.
Fuck you when
Damn, I gotta renew. Always a renewing goddamn policy popping up. Hey, good morning, Royal Blue. If you don't love me, ain't no seeds in this motherfucker. There we go. Every now and again, let me catch my blood. How y'all doing? Miss Davis, Queen Beijing, Emancipation of Moni. All right, I wonder what that's about. That's a hard name. Seraphim, Mara Smith. Got me serenading you. What's going on a little bit? Miss Cooper, Miss Borders, how you doing today? This is gonna be good. Natal Jones, how y'all doing? Everybody, welcome. Thank you guys for joining me and all that good stuff. What's going on, Miss Bostic? Monique, Cassandra. My chickens out there laying some heavy eggs. Lord have mercy. They getting down, y'all. Hey, y'all gotta excuse me 1 minute. 1 minute. If you don't love me, let me catch my breath. You wanna leave? Be my guest. You can step. Everybody. All right, I'm back. All right, Miss Fox, Mama D, Mama Karen, what's up? Indomitable peace, huh? Impressive. What's up, Miss Say? Everybody, it's been 3 minutes, so let's jump on into this piece. I don't need these till I start looking at the comments. I don't need them. I just wear them to see shit up close, so I ain't blind. It's a 2025 stigma, the man say on the paper. Let me put them in there till it's time for me to really read them comments. True Jim. Mr. Ray. Hey man, listen. Before I get started, I ain't no old Ray was in here. Ray, let me tell you something. I gotta tell you something without telling you too much. So Ray and them, Ray and his son, both of them got the same name. They own a barbershop off of Old Winnegon Road. I mean off of Kirkman and Old Winnegon Road in that area there, Black Anchor. When I say having the how you say having a great network of people who you can confide in, who see you as somebody human in today's world is invaluable. Meeting that man and his son really did something for my self-esteem, my ego, changed my life. It's good. Oh, it's Junior on the phone. You see and say, nah, this Junior. Well, listen, him and his dad, they really good people, man. They that's their barbershop on Kirkman and Owen and God Road, Black Anchor. That's where I go. I hang out there, talk with them. Just good people. They sort of like my backbone. I go there. We talk like men and just really, really, really good people. So if you're ever in Orlando, go hit up Black Anchor. Uh, over there, good people. You're gonna get good conversation. You're gonna get wise counsel from both of them, and they're gonna make you feel like you've been with them, like you've been knowing them their whole life. Just good people. So that's my people. You know it, sir. All right. Now, people, I wanna jump into this thing right here. Today we're gonna talk about a word called Zenosyne. Now, I'm gonna tell you what this word is, and then I'm gonna give you the definition of why this is something you should incorporate inside your ancestor prayers, your meditation, that type of thing. So again, the word is called Zenosyne. It's one word, not two. I just break the bitch up because with my Caribbean tongue, get up Zenosyne and that country slang, that bitch. Next thing you know, I call it Zeno Kapatupa. So it's one word, Zenosyne. And the definition of it, and I'm going to read verbatim so you guys can understand what I'm saying. The sense that time appears to be moving faster and faster, especially as one grows older, speeding towards the inevitable conclusion that will arrive unexpectedly soon. What's up, Pagan Kessler? What to do, man? So, with that being said, Zenosyne gives us the sense that everything is just moving so fucking fast. Everything moving so fast. You look at your child, the next thing you know, your child is an adult. You look back at your marriage, you get married, newlyweds, and then you one day you wake up and you say, damn, I've been married 5 years. You sit up there and you buy a brand new car, and then you be driving the bitch, you're like, man, this car old. Or you always just thinking about, damn. And I'm going to tell you the toxic side of this thing now. It's the positive side and the toxic side. But I want to get into the toxic side of this thing because this is what's cursing our ancestors. So let me start by saying the toxic side of Zenosyne that's affecting us now that affected our ancestors. You have to think that when our ancestors was great, glorious, kings, queens, rulers, no matter the color or creed, when they was back there and they held their shit, somewhere in our bloodline and everybody's bloodline, somebody was a part of the nobility, the ruling class. But back in the day, people held their shit. And then they would say, damn, how long is this reign of glory gonna last? How long am I gonna be in the king's seat? How long am I gonna be in the queen's chair? How long am I gonna be the prime minister, the priest, the prophet, all that stuff? How long am I gonna be the spiritual influencer? How long before my time is up? They used to ask these questions. And in turn, asking that question, here go the toxic side people, pay attention. And when they ask themselves that question, they start making rash decisions. They start making decisions based off not emotion, not off like the emotion of love, fear, anger, and all that stuff there. They start making rash decisions off of simply, I gotta get it done. Time is of the essence. We all heard that shit. Time don't wait for no man. We done heard that shit spit our whole life. So that gave us a sense of fear that if I don't get it done, I'm gonna lose it, I'm gonna miss it, it's gonna bypass me, shit gonna happen. Zenosyne. Now, jumping right into this bitch, because I'm not gonna sugarcoat this one, because this is a time thing. I don't got time to waste. Dad joke, pun, whatever you want to call it. I'm petty. So when you think about Zenosyne and we jump right into this motherfucker here, how many of you are living your life like this? Now, I was a motivational speaker here in Central Florida for a long time, 6, 7, 8 years. Did quite well, made a lot of money. It's great. And 90% of my speech was don't waste time. Don't waste time. Get it done. Go, go, go. Wake up. grind and shine, all that other shit. Time is of the essence, no time to waste. While you waiting, somebody else gonna do it. While you doing this, somebody else gonna get it. This gonna happen regardless, with or without you. All that shit. That was the speech. You turn on any YouTube video of a motivational speaker. Time is of the essence. Do it, do it, do it. Don't sleep. Don't do this, don't it. Great speakers, not gonna mention no names because they ain't throwing shade on none of them. They great, their message is good. But they not telling you the bad side behind thinking like that. And some of you guys have made some serious fucked up mistakes in your life by rushing to the motherfucking finish line without taking your goddamn time to see what all it entails to get there. Now I'm gonna say that shit again. Now pay attention. This is no holds bars this morning. If you can't take it, get the fuck off. Because this is gonna help you heal your ancestor energy. Some of you guys are, to this day, right now, making mistakes in your life because you're too busy rushing to get to the goddamn finish line. You too busy listening to these old isotropes that says time waits for no man. We ain't got enough time. Oh my God, if you don't do it, you're gonna miss out. Eat all you can now because shit, one day you might not have it. And you end up fucking up. Some people done got to the aisle, and this talking about myself. Some people done walk these fucking women down the aisle, I'm talking about myself, quicker than what the fuck I should have. Some of y'all done got in relationships quicker than what the fuck you supposed to have gotten into it for. Because you was rushing thinking, if I don't wife this man, this lady up, if I don't cuff this chick, somebody else gonna cuff her. Then you get in there and you find out you don't even know who the fuck you got beside you. Now you're creating all these other karmic hits and fucked up moves, and now you gotta rush to get out of the bitch so you can get with another rush job because you don't want to be alone. You don't want to take the time to plan out your motherfucking day, your motherfucking energy. You don't want to take the time to sit by yourself and be patient. Zenosyne fucks that up because it gives you the feeling that time is moving faster than what you think. When in actuality, people are finna help you understand this shit. Time is not moving faster than what you think. Time is moving at the pace it's supposed to move. It's just that you're paying attention to the landmarks in your life at various times. Because you put yourself on autopilot to get it done. And then when you come up for air to breathe, you realize I just started this shit, but now I'm all the way over here. And you haven't taken time to enjoy what got you there. Now, again, I don't want to talk about you guys up here. I'm very transparent. I'm running for president of the United States one day. So whatever I say, record it. You might get a soundbite. Might could sell some of this shit. Because that just means I'm going to stand on what the fuck I say. So I'm talking about me. I've been married twice. Been in relationships, good little piece of times. Every one of those marriages that I got married to, every one of those women that I got married to, I decided to marry them in less than 6 months. Because I'm an old head. I'm an old hopeless romantic ass. Okay? I was under, this is my whole thought process. It's still, I can't even unprogram myself. This is the way I think. Why sit up here and date somebody for 5, 10, 15, 20 years? And then when we just about sick and tired of each other, now I want to get married to make that motherfucking relationship last just that much longer. I was always under the impression, dude, you like somebody, y'all rock, y'all fuck good, marry him, and then y'all work out the differences then. I hate to say it, I was under the wrong impression. Because now in my life, I'm taking time to realize who the fuck I got beside me. But I was so interested in getting the spoils, reaping the rewards, that time would run out. That if I didn't do this shit in this time frame, that she would leave. Turned out here, she wasn't even ready. I was the only motherfucker looking at Zenosyne. I was the only one feeling that energy. Now I'm going to turn this back on you guys. Some of you guys are making these rash and impulse decisions on who you got in your bedroom, who you got in your house, who you putting that ring on their finger. Y'all making some rash ass decisions which causing so much karmic fucking energy in your life that you want to run to the goddamn spirit man and the spirit woman to get this shit fixed when you could have just slowed your ass down. But we was programmed and trained that time wait for no one. Hold on. You only live once. Some of you are dealing with situationships, peoples, and everything because you could not wait. You thought that if you didn't do it now, time would end. You would lose out. Let me tell you something. The old saying, what God, spirit, source, whatever has for you, nobody can take it. I don't give a fuck if it take 100 years. I'm coming to understand this now. So Zenosyne can't fuck with me no more. If I miss a moment in my life, if I miss a moment in time, I wasn't meant to understand it at that time. But you know what? When I get to myself and I meditate and I think back, I can recall every last single thing that happened to me, and I can start learning from that point on. It's reprogramming yourself and retraining. So let's get back on our ancestors, the golden gods and goddesses of the past. They were kings and kings, queens, high priests. They was just people of status, people of stature. And then they fell off they fell off their hump, they fell off their throne, they fell off their wagon. And when they said, I got to get all this back, our ancestors made the mistake by working too hard, not paying attention to family, not understanding what true growth is. And they rushed it, and they rushed it. And rushing it, they overlooked their loved ones. They overlooked their children. I'm talking now, people. This is relationship skills. Some people trying to go out there and get it, make that dollar, hustle hard, hustle hard. You done neglected your motherfucking husband, women. Working to get that money, getting the bag, getting to the top of it all. You done neglected your husband. You done neglected some of your children, women. Hustling, time wait for no man, right? I gotta get it. Zenosyne, everything moving so fast. I can't keep up. I can't catch up. You rushing to get that paycheck, rushing off to the job late and shit, and you gotta get it. So now you putting in all these hours, not spending time with your family. The word for that is Zenosyne. If I don't do it, I'm gonna miss it. If I don't get there, I'm gonna miss it. Fellas, that shit is ingrained in our DNA. We was taught as men growing up that the woman take care of the family and we need to just go out there and hustle. And when we retire 20, 30 years on the job, we don't even know our goddamn children. We don't know what our daughters like. We don't know what our sons been going through. We don't even know how to fuck our wives. Because we come in, eat, sleep, fuck, get out the door, spend all our time with the people at the jobs. Zenosyne. It's a rush thing that time is moving by, going by so fast that you're going to miss something. And quite frankly, we do. Ain't nobody telling y'all ass to slow down and take a breather. That's why the New Age movement became so big. Because this was the only movement, not religion, not spirituality, the New Age movement. Different things. This is why the New Age movement moved so well over the continent, over the country, over the mindsets of people. Because it was the first time they say, take a step back, hardworking people, people that stress out over life, take a step back and just wait. Time is an illusion. Time doesn't exist. You got all the time in the world once you put your mind to it. You can do things. You can shave in the shower. You can eat and drink and read a book at the same time. You can get your time back. Time is an illusion. The New Age movement came down and say, stand still, meditate, take your shoes off, get comfortable, relax. And it took off. See, but what you guys didn't understand, it wasn't a movement. It was just your soul speaking to you, telling you, you're doing too damn much. You're doing too damn much. Calm yourself. Sit down. Still yourself. Be good. Don't eat your food so fast. Eat it slow. Don't look at your phone while you're eating. Sit the bitch aside. Even when it's time for us to exercise, we get the machine and we doing this to the machine and shit, and we ain't even understanding how to feel our fucking muscles. Time wait for no man. I gotta get in this 20-minute workout. I gotta get in this 50-minute walk. I gotta get in this pounding ground. Rah, 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 rah. And you ain't exercised not one fucking muscle. The only thing you did is just break sweat. Now imagine if you're doing that Pilates type shit where you stretching. Ah, ah, ah. You're feeling it all. Zenosyne has fucked us up, people. Because it gives us the illusion, notice the word the illusion, that time is spinning so fast that inevitably we're gonna die. So let me help you, people. Two things that's guaranteed in this world to the human man and the human woman. You will die, you will perish. The second thing is you will live. But we focus too much on the fact that we will perish, that we bypass the simple fact that spirit, source, universe has promised us that we will live. I hope that ain't go over your head. Two things that are promised to you when you are born, when you come out that canal, when you are birthed, breathe the air. Two things are promised to you: life and death. But the only thing we rush to understand is death. Hell, half of us know so much about the afterlife and death and how we gonna die, how we want to die, how we should die. We make plans to motherfucking die. But nobody make plans to live. When it come time for you to live, the first thing you do, oh, I gotta get up, I'm gonna get 18, I'm gonna get me a job, I'm gonna have me a baby at 26. You lay out all that shit, all that, and you work towards those goals. And you're not even understanding why you picked those goals. You're not slowing down enough to understand why your mind is focused on that. What ancestor energy is pushing you so hard to make a baby? What's that ancestor energy are pushing you so hard to get to the bag? What ancestor energy are pushing you so hard to get married? What ancestor energy are pushing you so hard to get all of this goddamn ill-gotten gains and wealth and all this shit? What's pushing you? What's driving you? You're not paying attention to it. And then when you get there, you don't know how you got there. You don't know how you arrived at that point. You don't know what you're doing in that relationship. You don't even know why you've been working on that job so damn long, because you time wait for no man, right? Zenosyne. Time wait for nobody. If I don't do it, somebody else gonna do it. If I don't get it, somebody else gonna get it. It's time gonna pass me by. Hold on, let me hit you out there. Here go the one that we use. Every day I get older. I ain't doing nothing but getting older. I gotta compete with the younger person. I gotta compete with social media. I gotta compete with the digital world. I gotta compete with the younger man on the job. I gotta compete with the younger woman out there. I gotta get my body just as tight as that young 20-some-year-old girl got her body. I got a 45-year-old man. I gotta get right like an 18, 19-year-old boy that got nothing to do in life but work out in the gym all motherfucking day. I gotta get my shit together. So now I'm not living life because I'm too busy competing. I'm too busy rushing with the Zenosyne energy, trying to make sure I get it. And then when you done achieve that body, that mindset, that money, you look back and you say, damn, I got it. And you end up blowing the shit, throwing it all away because you don't know what you got. You don't know what you're going to do with it when you get it. Oh, I'm going to help you here now. I hope I ain't throwing you off. Because this is a direct hit on your ass. This is a direct hit on me. I go through this shit. I go through it every fucking day. I got books and times in this motherfucker here where I sit out what I gotta do. I gotta meditate at 12 o'clock. Gotta meditate at 12 o'clock. So now I'm gonna go and clean up my house, clean up my car, do all the other shit, type up these notes in minutes until I get to the point where it's time for me to meditate in that closet. Check. Why can't I meditate while I'm cleaning up? Why can't I pray to my deities, my God, my sources while I'm cleaning up? Why can't I do my Pilates stretch and make it a afternoon, a moment? Why can't I just be absorbed in the moment at that time and stop worrying about the end goal? Why can't I live life while waiting for for death to come? We don't do it. And that's why the majority of us is sitting in relationships with motherfucking people we don't need to be in. That's why some of us are working jobs that we don't need to be on. Because you done forgot about how the fuck to live. And you're too busy saying, I'm just gonna wait. Because if I go out there, it ain't gonna happen. I may not get it. I'm gonna wait, stay right here. And then time done passed by so fast. Now you're afraid because you got 2 more years on your job. And you don't know if you gonna make it. You don't know what all the hell. Now you done got 28 good damn years of memories, laughter, joy, pain, sorrow to reflect on, and you can't remember one. You can't remember one without having an eidetic memory, without having to look at a blue cup or a beige balloon and a turtle walking across the street. Then it triggers a goddamn memory. We're living these telepathic ass lives without being telepathic. I'm transitioning to the spiritual side of this thing. Don't lose. Don't run away from me yet, y'all. See what this is it got everybody's spirit on heightened alert. Your soul and your spirit ain't got time to rest. Your soul and your spirit ain't got time to catch up with your aging body. Your soul and your spirit ain't got time to catch up with your consciousness. These are different things, people. So everybody's walking around with this telepathic ass energy, rushing to the next thing, trying to read the next page of the book before we even finish one page. Because time is moving so fast, if I don't get it, I'm going to miss it. It's going to bypass me. I'm going to lose. And you end up speed reading shit and you lose the information anyway. You end up meditating and praying so hard on your knees for one thing that you miss out on so much. Oh yeah, you can become enlightened. You can go get initiated. You can sit up there and drink all the herbal tea, get veganistic as fuck as all you motherfucking want. You can wear the clothes, you can walk the walk, you can meditate, you can hover on one motherfucking toe while pointing at the moon with the other. We get it. But who in the hell said that we need to rush our spiritual evolution, people? Who said it? This is a spiritual thing. Now, we did relationship. That's on the nose for me. Should be on the nose for you. But who in the hell said we had to rush our spirituality? Who the hell said we had to get to the next stage of evolution of our soul? Nobody told us that. It's not in any manual saying we're going to put you guys through a crash course so you can grow and evolve, because at this point in time, you're going to be judged. They say you're going to be judged when you die. That's the time frame, people. At death, you are judged. But in between, we're rushing and trying to read every spiritual book we can think. Listen to every spiritual influencer there is. Read every tarot card. Birth every pendant. We got to sit to the point where we trying to go all the way back and go to all the different cultures to get some information, just because we're rushing to get our spiritual energy up so high and evolve spiritually. And then you come to that point. I've been on my spiritual journey. Here we go. Tell me if you ever heard this. Did somebody say this before? I've been on my spiritual journey for 30 years. And in that 30 years, I've met great people. I've done some things. But I regret not learning what it was I was supposed to do. How many times have you heard somebody say that? I'm a tarot man, so I hear it a lot. I've been on my spiritual journey for 30 years. But yet your connection with spirit is fading. Why? Because you rushed to get there. I've been on my spiritual journey since I was 13, since Baron saved me. A car was sitting on my fucking chest in front of Magic Fry when I got run over by that car. Been on my spiritual journey since I was 13. I'm mid 45. I'm 45, mid 40s. That's a long time for me to get here. So I can look back and recall those spiritual events that taking place in my life outside of an initiation, outside of a goddamn bimbe, outside of a priest holding my hand outside of a spiritual cleaning. I can look back and realize, Spirit, you got me here. You got me here. In the church, we used to sing that song, "Oh Lord, you brought me from a mighty long way." Oh Lord, you brought me from a mighty long way. These people wasn't saying that because they said, "Oh, I started serving Jesus Christ and I just woke up a full-fledged Christian." It's the journey for them. No Muslim has ever sat up there and said, "I decided to praise Allah, and then 30 years later, I'm a full-fledged Muslim." They say, "I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I'm still getting there." It's only when the New Age movement come along, spirituality, spiritualists such as ourselves, we sit up there and we get a thirst and a hunger. We don't take our time to learn it. We don't take our time to engulf ourselves in it. We don't take our time to breathe it, smell it, taste it, feel it, fuck it, love it. We don't take our time with it. We got to get there. Oh, I just started my spiritual journey, so I need to learn how to levitate. I just started my spiritual journey. I need to know how to cast a spell that could get me millions and millions of dollars. I just learned how to do this. I got to learn these incantations and these chants, these mantras. Take your goddamn time. Two things are guaranteed to us, people: life and death. The only two damn things guaranteed. Your life could be 1 second or it can be motherfucking 100 and some odd years. But death is going to come to you. And during that time of death, that's when you get judged. That's when you should be like, Zenosyne had no effect over me. I live. That's why we watch the movies and they throw the shit in our face. They brag. You watch a movie of the little white surfer boy and he just don't got a care in the world. He'll get up there, no drawers on, put up his pants on after fucking some fine ass girl, pull up his pants, no drawers on, no deodorant, put on his t-shirt, go out there, eat for free, sleep for free, sleeping in his car, whatever, surfing and shit. That's his lifestyle. He can sit back and recall everything he ever did at the end of that damn movie, and we sit up there in awe and amazement. Oh, he's a lacquer. He's a waste of time. No, that shit only happened in movies. No, it happened in real life. Because we see people that live by the seat of their pants, that don't got a fucking care in the world. Those people can recall every fucking thing they did, even if they were stoned, fucked up, high on drugs, shrooms, ecstasy, whatever the fuck they get on nowadays. They can recall because they're living life. It's only us who think we're better than ourselves. Notice I didn't say better than everybody else. We think we're better than the version of ourselves that is now. And we think we're better than them. And we thought we were better than that version a long time ago. Hell, it done got so bad with the Zenosyne, we think we better than the 60-year-old version of me that's going to be out there. I think I'm better than that 60-year-old version. 15 years from now, right now, I'm better than him. When it should be the other way around. I should work to make him better than me. I hope I ain't throwing you off here. I'm trying to teach you how to defeat Zenosyne. I should be doing everything in my power to compete with my future self. So when my future self get to that point, he don't have to look back and compete with me. He don't have to look back and say, man, time ran out. There was so much shit I could have done. I could have been great. I could have been president. I could have been this. I could have been that. Oh God, Lord, woe is me. I got regrets when I die because time moved so fast. There was so much I could have done. How many of you spiritualists out there know that you will never hit sage mode? Oh yeah, I'm talking down now, goddammit, because I got y'all. Y'all need to hear it. How many of you guys know that you'll never hit sage mode? Let me tell you why. Because a sage in their craft of magic understands every avenue of it. They don't take steps. They don't jump. It takes a sage 40, 50, 60 years to get there. That's why if you ever went to my Patreon and understand how to cast a real circle, because grandma and her friends taught me good. You always got to have somebody in your circle over the age of 55 to 60. That's your iron. That's your iron. You have that person because keep in mind when you're going through your spirituality, trying to learn this sacred geometry, this sacred energy, that entity that you conjured, called forth, whether it be a version of yourself, whether it be the spirit of money, whether it be the spirit of sexuality, no matter what it is, it's going to touch everybody in your crew, everybody you say, and it needs to go to somebody. Think not. Here we go. I'm teaching you how to defeat Zenosyne. I got it on my Patreon. When you get to that person who have lived the life, that sage, who backs all of you guys who don't gotta give a damn in the world. They done fuck what they needed to fuck. They done ate what they needed to eat. They done experienced what they needed to experience. So now when you get there, I can't be tempted by what the fuck you offering me. I can't be tempted. We are here for a deal, and we want this right here for this purpose. I don't need you to tempt me with anything else because I'm the anchor. But some of you guys sitting up there don't even know how to incorporate that into your spiritual practice. Zenosyne has fucked you up. We have been programmed that time waits for no man. Time is always going to wait for me because it's my fucking world. It's my universe. I created this timescape. I created where I need to end up. Not some mythical fucking construct of time. We say time is moving so fast. No, you just paying attention at pivotal points in the moment. How about you take a day and pay attention to everything? Am I making sense? If I'm not, you say, Baron, this shit done went off the rails and nigga, shave your beard. I gotta respect that. But some of us will never get to the sage mode because we're too busy rushing to be super duper spiritualists. We're too busy rushing trying to be the best priest we can be, the best priestess, the best goddess, the best tarot, the best oracle. We're too busy rushing to get there. And we ain't even worrying about the steps it take to get there. And you wonder why, when you come up against a problem in your life, it tears your whole fucking world down. It's because you didn't learn the process. You don't understand why you chose to be this way. 90% of us gets into spirituality because we got some sort of pain, abandonment issues, hurt, near-death experience, lost a leg, an arm, a limb, lost a loved one. We got so much regret going on, and we say, I got to become spiritual, else I would have died, or else I would have lost myself. And then once you start on this spiritual journey, you get it, the information get good, and you run through every book, every person you can talk to. You just love it and learn it and get it and gobble it up and do all your shit. And then when you come to the point where you feel you that niggerette, that person, you don't know where to start. You don't even know how to cast a proper fucking circle. You don't know how to purify your body prior to doing it. You don't know who that you need to talk to, what herbs you need to eat to conjure what spirit. You don't know none of that shit. And then you realize why the shit ain't working, why your money spells ain't working, why your love spells ain't working. Because you rushed it. Because what they say, time wait for no man. If I start something, I need to go ahead and get this shit over with. And you're robbing yourself. Take the slow road, people. Take time to meditate on it. Take time to take a step back. Take time to read that book that you're reading and understand it. Look through it. Reference it to parts in your life. So when you pick up that book, you'll understand. Time didn't pass me by. I understand every moment of my life. Now you can recall your past lives. You can recall your ancestors' past lives. But right now, we all operating to the point where we're trying to read into the future. We're trying to see advanced movements. We're trying to read everybody else's reflexes and shit to where we don't even know what the fuck we on. We don't know what to do half of the goddamn time. Zenosyne, because we're rushing. The theory that time is moving faster and faster and that we don't have enough time to accomplish what we need to accomplish. So we take shortcuts. I'm guilty, people. I got a book that I write down everything. If I didn't have that book, I would go lost in a vision, or I'd be strolling up motherfucking TikTok watching conspiracy theories. I know my weakness. So I have to put my phone down and go off my list. I'll be glad that one day when I could not do that, when I could just wake up and breathe. But I gotta make the money. I got kids. I got bills. I got this. I gotta make content. And I rush, and I rush, and I rush. And then I get my ass chewed out, believe it or not, by friends and family. Oh, you're forgetting about us. Communicate. What about this promise you made for this person over here to go help them move their house? What about the promise you made to go out to the nursing home to sit with Jeb for a little bit? All that shit plagued me. And I'm like, damn, you're right. Man, it's just not enough time in the day. I wish I could clone myself. I wish I could split myself up to get double the work done. Zenosyne. While you wishing you can be in multiple places at multiple times, you're saying to yourself, spirit, self, I don't need to recognize what's getting me to my end goal. I just need to get there. So the universe, because you created, gonna give you what you want, and it's gonna skip and hop your ass all the way to it. You know what? And come to think about it, a movie just popped in my head. It came with that little Jewish fella, Adam Sandler. I hope I'm saying his name right. Where he had the remote control. This is what Zenosyne is, people. If you want to understand truly, if I'm going over your head on my analogies ain't good enough, go watch that movie with Adam Sandler when he had the remote control. I think it was called Click. He put everything on fast forward. He got to the point, his son lost weight, got to the point, he had missed out on everything. Although he was there. He was in there physically, mentally he wasn't there, emotionally he wasn't there, spiritually he wasn't there. They recognized him to be there, but he was so busy trying to get to the goal after he stopped that fast forward. They were like, damn, when so and so? Yeah, Dad, he was there. I was. He didn't recognize nothing in his life. But he calls that. He was called a Zenosyne. He was called because he controlled his life. And he didn't stop to smell the fucking roses. He just got to where he needed to get. Even there was a part in that, even when he came down to screwing his wife, he put the bitch on fast forward, went to sleep. The lady still sitting up there like, bitch, what happened? Isn't that horrible to when you engaging in a sexual act with your person? The person that's doing the jamming have to rush to get the nut so they can go somewhere else. So they can go back to work. So they can feed the kid. No intimacy, no romance, no nothing. Some of us treat our spirituality like that. We get in there and we time ourselves meditating. We time ourselves studying spirituality. We time ourselves on how to sit up there and talk to spirit, hoping that if spirit don't listen to us within the next 30 seconds, I'll try again tomorrow. When you need to slow your ass down and just take it easy, baby. Relax. Sometimes you don't have to get that paper in so quick. Sometimes you don't have to create that content. Sometimes you just need to take a break. When you sit up there and procrastinate, people, that's the best thing for your mind. That's a reset. That's a reboot. That's a lazy day. Back in my day, before all the technology, my mama used to send us outside and say, y'all go sit on that porch. And they would say, soak up the sun, soak up the day. We didn't know what that meant. We couldn't go play with our friends. We was caught prisoner. The only thing we could do is be in that yard. And we couldn't play with the toys or anything. Just sit, walk back and forth, relax, soak up the day, talk to each other, understand what's going on, look at the trees, look at the dirt. And the old folks would laugh, so we thought they were fucking with us, right? But we didn't leave that porch. We didn't play. Me and my sister used to break out in song. Bojangles sang and dance. We used to contemplate. We used to philosophize. We used to do all that shit. And to this day, I could call my sister and say, "Sister, remember when we was on Mama's steps and we sung that song with Brandy and Queen Latifah and them from Set It Off?" She go to laughing. We soaked up there. We took time out to live, to breathe, to understand. We recognize that time is a construct, that we don't need to get it back. We don't need to get time back because we can't. We don't need to, oh, I got to rush to get my time back. Aging is beautiful. Living life is beautiful. Life living itself is beautiful, people. It's always going to be time to do something. If you can have a more fulfilling life if you just take time to see your life. You can correct all the problems in your life if you take time to see where you're going wrong. You can have the best spouse, the best mates, no matter which form it's coming in, if you just take time to see that person for who they really are. Not for where you want that person to be. You ain't got to raise your husband. You ain't got to raise your wife. You ain't got to raise your girlfriend or boyfriend. Meet that person where they at and walk with them slow. Grow together. Become. But we get frustrated. We get frustrated with our people. Oh, you ain't learned yet? You too old for this shit. No, I'm not. I'm learning. I'm adjusting. I'm becoming. So don't give me that shit saying I'm too old to be doing this. No, I'm not. I gotta adjust to this new way of motherfucking thinking. This new direction I'm going in. Allow for me to make them fucking mistakes. Even on your spiritual journey, people, it's the same thing. On your spiritual journey, allow yourself to make mistakes. Allow yourself to sound foolish. Allow yourself to be corrected. Because it's the end goal that we're thinking about, but we're too busy trying to look at that sage goddess and God at the end, that we don't recognize all the shit and turmoil, the lessons learned, the fails and the wins. We overlook all that shit because we too busy trying to mimic what we don't saw on motherfucking social media. I can't walk into a Nigerian village and conjure up a spirit like that if I don't know the steps. I can't walk into a voodoo ceremony and dance around with a snake around my neck and get taken over by the spirit if I don't know the fucking meaning of it. So I will introduce myself and I will learn that lesson until it get to that point to where I can be comfortable enough for that spirit to come and take over me. I feel comfortable enough for me to conjure a circle. In my 30 years of doing this, for close to 30 years of doing this, I'm comfortable enough to cast a fucking circle. Cause I done learned, I done got burnt. I done know how it is. I done smelt like fish all on the back of my hand from fucking around in the graveyard. I done took my licks. I know what to do and what not to do. And I'm still learning what I can do and what I can't do. You think I'm gonna rush that? Zenosyne, baby. Time is not moving faster. Time is moving the way it's supposed to move. It's the way you create it. It's just that you're paying attention to the landmarks. It's when you come up for air, you're saying, damn, I'm here. Let me go back down and swim again. And then you come back up. Oh, I'm here. I'm this far from the shore. And you're too busy looking at the shore to realize that if you just open your eyes while you in that goddamn water, you're going to see fishes. You're going to see rocks. You're going to see coral. You're going to see some beautiful shit. You're going to see the danger that's coming your way. You're going to see life forms. But only time we look up, and this is Zenosyne, I'm giving you another thing. Only time we look up is when we checking the temperature and we going back underwater, swimming, trying to get there, check the temperature, and we missing out on life. And you say, damn, didn't I just do that? Last week it was just like, damn. We missed out on friends. I went into the store. I ain't know White Boy Peanut was dead. Hey man, White Boy Peanut been dead since 2005. The fuck? I just seen the nigga getting gas at Mobile. When? Then I had to think back. Yeah, man, that was about, 2002. because we did talk about Y2K. Yeah. The man been dead over 15 years. I didn't see the man until I went into a store and seen him on a t-shirt, people. And he was known in the community. Ain't that something? Zenosyne. Some people can't go out there and work 2 fucking jobs because they ain't got enough time. I ain't got enough time to work 2 jobs. I ain't got enough time to build up my wealth. I ain't got enough time to date. I ain't got enough time for a relationship. Cop outs, cop outs, cop outs. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying, people? Zenosyne. This is an actual fucking word in the dictionary, man. This shit was discussed. A group of people felt this way, came together and say, man, this is what I'm feeling. Let's get this bitch a name. And then they hid it from you. You're so busy trying to make it happen that you overlook shit. And then when you see the shit that you overlook, you made a mistake, you say. Ain't no such thing as a mistake. It's an opportunity for you to correct it. Am I making sense, people? I reiterate, some of you guys are in relationships because you rushed to get it. You just had to have that dick. You just had to have that pussy. Some of you guys are dealing with spiritual practitioners, priests, and god mamas and god daddies and all this other shit that you don't care for because you rushed to get your spiritual awakening. Some of you guys are working jobs that you shouldn't be at, then work them bitches so long because you just rushed to get the bitch, and I guess I'll maintain it. It ain't what I want to do, but I just deal with it. Life done pass your ass by. Some of y'all don't know your wives. Some of y'all don't know your husband. Some of y'all don't even know your goddamn children. Because you rushed to live, rushed to make them, knowing you wasn't ready, so now you mistreating the motherfuckers. Some of y'all playing for the wrong fucking team because you rushed. You didn't get a full understanding of what it is that you really want. So now you closet this and closet that. Both sides of the genders. Don't get mad at me. I'm just telling you how it is. I'm trying to help you defeat Zenosyne because it's another thing going to come up in your life that you're going to have to rush, and you're going to have to say time is of the essence. Seize the day. I got to get it. If I don't do it, I'm going to lose it. The universe just put it in your life, and if you don't grab it right there, the universe take it away. Every idea I have ever had has circled back to me. Or it has come back in a way that spirit made it better than the original. Because what's for you is for you. It's not on some mythical entity's time frame. It's when you decide this is what you want. You work towards it, you take the damn steps, and you become it. And then it means that much to you. So let me share a quick little story about somebody. Finna help you here. I'm transparent. Good friend of mine. Good friend of mine. I ain't gonna say his name because he's still around. Matter of fact, he's on YouTube too, so I ain't gonna mention his name. Good friend of mine. Almost, you can say we were almost best friends, but we wasn't. I only got one best friend, and that's Ghoulie. Always gonna be my best friend, no matter what. So we were best friends, almost best friends, and the guy, he was doing shitty, real bad, real bad. And he used to always say, I just wish I had a brother who could pick me up. I wish I had somebody who could do this for me. I wish I had a person who can just be there for me. Help me up, help me up. This is what he told me, his words. He would say he would always wish for somebody to help him up. Along come me. Spirit places me in various situations. I realize this to help people out. I know, right? It's crazy. Ink walks me. Man, what's up, bro? Long time no see, nigga. You good? Boy, you gained a little weight. We making jokes. He like, man, I need a little help getting here. I say, well, I don't loan people money. I give it to you because I got it to lose. If I ain't got it to lose, bitch, I'm gonna tell you no. I say, nah, if you say it, if I loan you this, because these are your words exactly. If I loan you this, I need that back. But if you ask me for it, you know it's yours because I gave it, understanding that I wasn't gonna get it back. It's rules to this game. Man, I just need to get on my feet. Break me out, man. Help me out. Hit me up. Okay, 1,200. That's what you say you need. Here you go. Dropped in 1,200. Man ain't talked to me for about a year or two. I ain't mad at the 1,200 because the love I had for him as a kid, childhood friend, I understood. I had already wrote it off. Man ain't talked to me for a year, 2 years. I had forgot I even gave him the money. Fast forward, we see each other at the Central Florida Fairground. He doing real good. Got him old fly broad on his arm. All right, my nigga. Rich, your mother looking better than mine, bitch. What's up? You know, I'm comparing like, why the fuck do I got this thing on my arm with that? How the fuck that nigga get that? So I'm in that zone, right? Run up to me tight, tight. Dapped him up, looked around, looked at his old lady. Bitch, I'm upset. He say, hey man, I got that money you gave me. I'm like, money? So now I'm like, oh, this nigga trying to showboat. He trying to show, flash off, trying to make it seem like I need some money, because I had forgotten. Motherfucker say, man, you helped me out when I was down. So he pulled in my person, all and he just told the story, tears in his eyes. He said, man, you came to my life and you helped me. He said, I was out there asking the universe for somebody to help me, and I used to see you all the time walk into that store where I was. He said, I stood in the back when I seen it because I was always embarrassed of what I had become. He said, one day I just got up to ask the nerve. He said, I thought you were going to give me about $10, $15. He said, but you gave me what I asked for. I took that, I flipped it, I made something out of it. He said, but on the chance of me coming up, making something out of this, I learned to slow down. I didn't rush to pay you back. I could have been paid you back 3 months after you gave it to me. He said, I didn't rush to pay you back. He said, I took my time and I built up a nice income. I built up a nice life. I built up this, I did this, to the point where I understand how much of a sacrifice it was for you to give me that and then never to hassle me. Again, I'm like, man, I forgot I even gave you the shit. He say, but no, let me tell you something, man. He say, I appreciate it. And with that appreciation, I'm finna give you $2,500. I ain't mad at you, Let me get that. $2,500. I say that to say this. This man had nothing when I gave him that 12. He took it and he made something out of himself. But instead of him rushing to be the man, to be back on track, to get this shit over with, he took his time and built himself up. He didn't rush to the end goal as to not be seen as a beggar, a borrower, a porter. He took his time and became something, people. Fuck what the world say. Fuck trying to get there. Even if I would have harassed this man for that money, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have get one in his pocket and gave it. He wasn't going to give it till he had it to give. He understood life and he understood what it meant, people. That's where we're failing at, because we don't understand the process to get there. We get there and we want to boast about it. We want to brag about it. We want to show off about it. That dude lived a quiet life and he gave me double what I gave him. And he said it. The reason why I ain't rushed to get you what you needed, because I understood what it took for you to give it. So if you could give me this, I need to make sure I have more before I could give to you, because I refuse to be in that situation again. And that's what Zenosyne does to us. It fucks our brain up to the point where we think we have to get there. Oh, I made it back. Let me go and get this nigga this. Let me go and give it to her that. Oh, she took me out. Let me go ahead and buy her some flowers. Oh, he took me to a restaurant. Let me go ahead and shoot him some puss. We don't take time to see what it takes to get to that point. Then we rush it, and we find ourselves in fucked up situations. My friend could have gave me that money back, but he flipped it and flipped it and flipped it and made more than enough. People, I'm teaching you something here. There's always time. It's not on my time. It's not on. It's not on my time. It's not on the universe time. It's only on your time, and you act on your time. You can defeat Zenosyne, people. Your spirituality is on your time. Your love life is on your time. Your financial situation is on your time. Your childbirthing ability is on your time. Time is never going to move faster than what it's supposed to. Time is never going to move faster than what it's supposed to. So don't let Zenosyne fuck your world up. Don't let Zenosyne put you in a position to where you have to do something you don't want to do. Time is moving faster. I'm going to miss out. So what? You miss that opportunity, spirit, God, universe, whatever, going to bring you another one. It's always going to be something to do until you don't breathe no more. It's the truth. You think I'm going to rush to get married again? No, let's take my time. You think I'm going to rush to get a brand new car, knowing that the world is going over here, knowing the way the world is going? No, I'm going to take my time. You think I'm going to rush to have another baby? No, let me adjust. Let me see can it fit? People, these are questions you should ask yourself. You think I'm going to rush to buy that house, knowing the market fucked up? Take time. Do your research. Understand what it's going to take to get there, how you're going to maintain it. If the shit change, make a contingency plan. And then one day when you look up and you look at that landmark and you realize that you're where you're supposed to be. And then you could think back and say, yeah, I did that. I took that class. I stood up in that line all day. I waited in that food stamp line. I sat up there and waited in that bread box line. I slept on that goddamn mattress for 3 months. I sat in that empty house. I sat with no lights on. I had no fucking food. I had to beg for what I wanted. You can sit back and you could think to how you get there versus just saying, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm going to be. Fuck the world. And you miss out on the struggle, the enjoyment, the getting there, the understanding. People, we do that too much. That's Zenosyne. We think the world is moving so fast and fast and fast and fast and fast, but really, people, the world is moving at the pace it was set to move, and it's the pace that it's going to always move. It's how we value our time. This is something I'm still learning. I'm not an expert at this. Again, I got a whole book that I got everything in here, what I got to do every day. The pen's still wet from my tears. It's always time, people. It's always fucking time. I'm finna let you go, but I want to share a couple things with you, right? How can I say it? I found myself alone. I found myself alone once again in my life. I found myself alone. And by me finding myself alone, I didn't understand what I needed to do while I was alone. I didn't have a purpose. I didn't have an understanding. I didn't know what. I just saw myself walking around, floating, wanting to sleep, depression, depression, depression. And then it hit me. You alone, right? I said, yeah. I'm talking to self, me. You alone, right? I said, yeah. You know you got time to visit people. I say what? I say, you can go somewhere. You can go sit at people's houses now. You can go talk to people. You can interact with some people. No, interact for what, man? I ain't interacting with nobody. People Crazy. I ain't interacting. But what else you gonna do with your time? You can study. You can learn something. I say you're right. So people, I did just that. I started learning people. In turn, learning myself. Understanding what it is I like. Understand what it is I can talk to, who I can talk to, who I can be vulnerable with. So when it comes to that point again, when I'm heavy into a relationship, when it comes to that point when I'm heavy into a marriage, when it comes to that point, I know who I am. I don't have to rush. I don't have to rush to be what anybody want me to be other than me. Take time to slow down, people. Take time to smell the fucking roses. Take time to evaluate your life, where you at in this motherfucker. Make a mental note. Make a written note of your progress every week. I'm here. I was here. I'm here. I'm gonna be here. Take the time to savor that moment. Drink you a cup of tea, cup of coffee. Go on your back porch. Go to the lake. Kick your feet up. Capture that fucking moment. Don't let Zenosyne say, man, you got to get to this point. You ain't got to do a damn thing but move on your own time. Because your dollar is going to come when you operate it. So you get your dollar when you move on your own time. You get freedom. You get love. You get enjoyment of life. You get to know yourself. You get everything when you slow the hell down. You get understanding. You get wisdom. You get knowledge. You get strength. You get personality, character. You get a friend. You get enjoyment. Let's defeat Zenosyne by thinking the world moving faster. That's a construct, man. And operate on your time. Take yourself a little break out the day. Meditate. Think about who's in your life. Think about the friends. Think about the people who are helping you get to where you got to go. Think about the people who lay it on the line for you. Think about this shit, people. And when you think about it, be great about it. Be grateful. Show gratitude to those people. Show gratitude to yourself for you breaking the chains of this slaverish ass fucking world we in. And learning to love yourself, understand yourself, let yourself breathe. Problem is, we're not giving our soul a chance to understand time. Our physical man understand it, but our soul don't. Our soul don't understand the landmarks. Our soul don't understand the strife and the struggles. I'd rather have my soul 100% intact, knowing what my physical body know, versus me just showing up and saying, oh, now I got to teach my soul how to live with $1 million. My soul need to already know what it took to get this $1 million and what it's going to take to keep it. Just being honest with you. All right, everybody. How did y'all like this? How did y'all like this? This is a very hard one to do because time works different for everybody else. This is one that I really second guessed on. I understand it from my point of view. You guys need to understand it from your point of view. So I want you guys to really get this down packed. This is very important in your life. A lot of things can be cleared up. Some of you guys ain't gonna have to go to another witch man or witch woman in your life if you could just measure what the fuck you need to do. Put it in them small doses and learn to understand it and love it. Y'all can be the greatest. I swear to God. I believe in you so much, whether you know it or not. But yeah, this was a real hard one for me to do. As you know, every week they're getting harder. They're getting very hard. These words that has been hidden from us, that our ancestors didn't have privy to, they getting real hard to do. So I'm trying. I'm gonna work my magic to try. I'm gonna work my magic to try, y'all. Everybody, before I go, now I asked y'all hear me talk about her name, Mama Karen. I call her Mama Karen. She is not an old lady, by the way. They young people, by the way, but I call her Mama Karen because she just got a good old soul, a family. Well, Mama Karen wrote a book, and I got it. And this is what Gonna spend my days the next week reading. I haven't read it yet, but I got this book. When she said she was selling it, I went and got it. And I told her I was gonna promote her. I'm gonna read this book. Do y'all see what the title is? Descendant to a Witch. Lord have mercy. I know it's gonna be some good old southern bullshit talking in here. I know it's gonna be some good old fashioned life stories, how she came from, where she came from, some experiences. I know. I just can't wait to sink my little teeth into it and start reading it for her. And I'm gonna give her my honest opinion. She asked me for it. It's on Amazon, by the way. It's on Amazon. I purchased it. And the letters are big because she know I wear glasses to read. The letters are, I mean, it's big, baby. I can rock with this. That shit with them small print, boy, I gotta get them glasses on and lean back this far. But I can read this bit just like this. Her voice, a gentle tremble, sadly sensing the gravity of the moment, held Kiki close. All right. Denise began revealing the hidden lineage of the magic. The girls were descendants of a long line of powerful witches, and Smash was a siren, her voice capable of enchanting Brantons away. Oh shit. This how I read in my head. So anytime I read a book, I'm like, and I be moving and my kids be laughing at me. So I'm gonna be getting this motherfucker and I'm gonna be, I will read it out loud for you guys, but y'all gotta purchase a book. Help our sister out. We got a lot of people writing these books now. We should do a book club, Conjure Woman. Conjure Woman, you need to get that book out. You done lived too many damn lifetimes, and they done told you too many lifetimes about your book. Get it out now. Let us hear. Descendant of a Witch. Yes, that's the title. I'll show it to you guys one more time. Y'all help Mama Karen out. She is 100% a Soul Tribe member from day one. Day one, she been getting readings from me and all this. I didn't even know she was writing this book. She didn't mention it in none of her reading. Y'all do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta. It's already juicy. It's already juicy. I like it. And well, the way I read, I'm gonna make the bit juicy anyway. Ow! But everybody, this Zeno, I'm gonna read it to you one more time, the textbook definition, so you guys can see. Zenosyne, the sense that time appears to be moving faster and faster, especially as one grows older, speeding towards the inevitable conclusion that we'll all arrive unexpectedly soon. We're too busy rushing to the finish line and trying to get to death versus living. People, get to where you gotta go. Learn the road. How they say it over here, learn the ropes first. Learn the ropes before you try to pull them. That's how you defeat Zenosyne. But I'm finna let you go. I gotta throw my ass in some water. I've been exercising today, learning my muscles. And by the way, though that little walking step thing, I don't know what the fuck that thing called, but Jesus should break it for me. That walking step thing got the back of my thighs hurting so bad. I said, woo, baby, woo. That motherfucking machine need to be banned in all 58 countries. And I was on that bitch. I put the timer thinking I'm raw with it. I put the timer on that bitch for like 45 minutes. Man, I say, and then if you can't stop because it's gonna keep going down. And you would think it will help you climb, but when you put your foot on it, it's something about your thigh get weaker. I don't know, but I did it 45 minutes this morning. And I think that machine God need to break them machines across the world. Cause them bitches hurt. The back of my thigh, the incline, decline, there it go. That bitch got my thigh muscle hurt. I probably could crack a watermelon with this bitch right now if I just bend my leg back. But goddamn, that machine is the devil. Got my knee hurt, my little bullet wound activated again, all that shit, man. I was like, ooh. But I couldn't punk out because there was some pretty women in the bitch, so I ain't finna punk out now. I had to do it. I know they heard me over there. Ooh. Ah. I was saying all that shit. Ooh. Ah. I was saying all that. I was trying to be low with it, but listen, that thing need to be banned, boy. And all of them on it. Everybody on it. They got like 13 of them bitches in there and they full. You had to wait to get on it. But I'm trying to get in shape, y'all. Trying to be an IG model. Don't mind me. I'm lunatic. Y'all know me. I'm crazy. You'll get me right. You'll get it. Yeah. Didi. Hey man, that motherfucking machine. See why them girls be twisting up on the Instagram with the little pose and the camera and shit like this and thigh muscles all jacked up and shit. They be on that thing. All the women was on it. All the women was on it. I'm like, man, I just walking up the motherfucking steps. I can do that shit. You know, something light. Oh, this is my beginning workout. They want to have a conversation with you too, knowing you struggling. I'm sweating. Oh, this is a great warm up. I do this for 20 minutes and this is the warm up. Then I go over there and I get on the giraffe or the gazelle machine and I tried that. I'm the fuck. I'm looking at them and I'm looking at them like, bitch, is you real? They just leaning back with the bitch and then they walking like this and then it measure your heartbeat and shit with the palm of your hand, the metal. I was like, this is some rough shit. I'm going back to the park and run around that bitch. I'm an old man, fat with it too. I'm going to do that. Yes, that is the goal, Nicole. Let me start talking, y'all. I'm just happy with my little weight loss thing. I finally got the strength and the energy and the courage to do it. I'm learning myself, y'all. That's a good thing. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go. Everybody, check out my shows. Check out my shows Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The Baron, the tarot card reading, come through, learn. I'm not tired. That is spiritual thing nowadays. Come through. Every Thursday, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, True Spook TV. Got another good one popping up. If y'all like the last one, old fish eye stew, y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna love it. Listen, I can't control how y'all phones hear the whispers or the sounds or the background noise. When I'm recording it, this motherfucker is silent, and I even got a mic so y'all can hear my voice. I'm doing everything in my power to make sure you guys get a great experience. The music is the music. I love the music. That music represent in my mind my grandmother. How if me and her was riding around, the other music that you guys heard in the beginning, this was just something lifted from the internet. That song was made specifically for myself, for Tyke and Granny in mind. So the music is gonna stay. If you guys don't like the things, just listen to the story, enjoy them, get the message from them if it is one. And I don't want to hear the criticism on this one right here. I'm a little sensitive. I ain't even gonna True Spook TV. I'm sensitive about that one. So everything is gonna be what it's gonna be. People enjoy it, enjoy the stories, the music. It's the music. I worked on the volume. I know I got about 2 videos up there where the volume was off. That's when I was letting AI do it. But now I'm hand doing it myself, and the volume has been super great. So everybody, every Thursday, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time on my other YouTube channel, True Spook TV, come through. Patreon members, we still learning. I got another thing. I hope the kerosene heater video was up to your liking. It's time. It's winter time. Let's get this energy and bless everybody. Putting the soot and shit, the dust and the ash. Let's do it. What else? Yeah, Patreon members, go to the Patreon it's the second Tuesday of every month. Tarot Tuesday. Uh, last month we didn't have as many. The month before last we had over 100. This month we had about 57, but it do get swollen up with those one question tarot cards. Those tarot cards are not there to answer all your questions. It's one quick question to get you that you got on your mind. It goes fast. And if you need any more insight, book a reading. But I'm not one of them readers that's gonna try to get you guys to book a reading telling some vague shit. I try to go so deep that you get that question you ask answered. But if you want to book a reading, book a reading. I have a lot of openings, by the way. What else I can say? Oh yeah, the second Saturday. This is where we're learning. I was a little late, 1 week late, but I got it in. So the second Saturday of November will be another teaching, and that's all I can say, people. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I appreciate you guys liking the videos and sharing me. Another brother, he put me all on his TikTok. I'm on people TikTok, y'all. I said, what? I'm a nut that he literally took the time to cut it and share it on his TikTok. So I stole it from his TikTok and shared it on my Instagram because I don't know how to work TikTok yet. I gotta take a crash course in that motherfucker. But I thank you for that, man. That made me feel real good that somebody saw a message of mine worth sharing, taking the time to cut the video to a point and share it. It was a blessing. So thank you guys who do that for me. I appreciate you guys. This is what I do. This is my life mission. So thank you guys. All right, I'll let you guys go. I'm the Baron telling you guys to trust in you in the universe because at the end of the day, that's all you got. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all. So try.